when somebody talks to you, tells you to hurry up, you start speeding along. So my head went up, and I smacked it extremely hard off the jet pipe that was jetting out. I went down, I almost blacked out for a while there, and I was just all woozy for like half an hour. Nobody came and checked on me. I went up and told them what happened. They were just like, stared at me for a couple minutes, and went, well, does it hurt now? No, because I sat half knocked out on your floor. And they were just like, alright, well, get back to it. And then I found out a couple months later, after being let go there because they didn't think I was up to it, that when I lay on it in a specific way, I get migraine headache pains. So what happened was I may have cracked the skull a bit. It was years ago now, so there's nothing that can be done about it. Anything, it would have healed up by now, or at least hardened. And I have a small dent. I say small because I hit it on one of the parts of the head that, you know, when you're sitting there, you have your head, and then you go down, there's that little turn. Nope, she just said, well, does it hurt now? I went, well, no, and I went, well, then get back to it. And that was it. This was the same lady, though, who made me work till 1 o'clock in the morning, which is when they're open, and then had me back for opening. I went home, tired, because I was working full-time shifts, passed out, woke up, threw food in my mouth, I slept in my uniform and went back in, and she ripped me a new one because I hadn't shaved. I only got a few hours sleep as it was, and she friggin' ripped into me to shave, and then put me in the bathroom. She said I wasn't allowed to come out of the bathroom. She brought shaving cream and disposable razors, chucked them in the bathroom, told me I wasn't to leave until I was shaved. Didn't check on me or anything, because, you know, conditions. I have the skin on my chin and just under my nose dries out really easily, so I have what could be classified as sensitive skin, as well as eczema, which is a dry skin condition. My face ended up bleeding so bad that I had to sit there in the bathroom for a couple hours waiting for the bleeding to stop. Eventually she came down to check on me. I'm not allowed to work while bleeding because it's with food, and blood contains water particles, and if any water gets into the grill, it explodes. So I was down there bleeding in the bathroom, and all she had to say on the matter was, well, hurry it up, we pay you to work, not to bleed. I will never go back there again, and if anybody tells me they are going to McDonald's to comply, I will tell them they are better off going somewhere else. At least at my McDonald's. For all I know, someplace could be great, but the one here fucking sucks. I coughed into my shoulder, got sent back to wash my hands, all the way up my forearm. I coughed on my shoulder. Somebody else goes in, they sneezed on their hands, just wiped it on their shirt, kept going, nobody cared. They dropped meat on the floor, picked it up, threw it back in a hamburger, it was go. Meanwhile, I got in shit. I was also the only one of their cleaning staff that reliably and actually used the sanitizer for the grills like we were supposed to. Everyone else just kind of rinsed it, done. You're supposed to rinse it, dip it, make sure everything gets into the sanitizer or germ killer or whatever, put it in, rinse it off after that, and then put it on the rack to dry, or if they need it. The fries are actually the worst spot. If you just put on fries, they will actually, and somebody comes in asking for no salt, they are actually, will friggin' tell you, you have to pile it up in a corner, it doesn't matter if it falls on the floor, and start an entirely new batch, because one person doesn't want salt, instead of, you know, waiting for those who wouldn't mind salt or putting them in little packs so they're ready to go. The amount of waste that I saw there was terrible. And that's not counting the stuff I had to take out to the garbage. I actually like McDonald's food, but if I see certain people working, I will legitimately get up or cancel my order halfway through, and I will just leave. Because I do not want them handling my food. Subway's alright here because I had a friend who worked there. And she had nothing but good things to say about the people who worked there. The same with the A&W, which is right across, and those are all in the mall here. So yeah. Unless I insanely crave a burger and everywhere else is closed, I don't eat McDonald's. It was one of the worst places I have worked. The other worst places are all call centers. And I'm never doing a fucking call center again. I worked at, after that research here, which was a, they called them research surveys, outgoing calls for places. And I got told to F off, go die, go get a real job and all this. And I did it for a year, and they would send you home if you didn't get enough surveys, and it was mostly all in luck. So by the end of the Christmas time they would slowly take away things. The men didn't have a bathroom. We weren't allowed down to the mall anymore because their employees weren't coming back. Small wonder. And I was almost friggin' let go, because if you're sent home so many times, you're just let go. That's it. So, Christmas, I think it was Christmas Day, because they had you work holidays. I was in, and they told us that if we got sent home, and 90% of the staff would almost always got sent home, that they were cutting our Christmas pay. About a third of the way through my shift, I noticed that I hadn't gotten any surveys or anything. So I looked up at the board, they'd started sending people home. I said, fuck it. Logged off the computer, went up to them, no, I'm done, I'm going home. They're like, that means you get rid of your Christmas pay. And I was just like, I don't fucking care. Take me, I'm done. So I went home. The next day I called in, told them I wouldn't be coming back. They had me come in and fill out the papers for quitting on New Year's. My issue with fast food places, Subway included, is that all my job places say I'm slow. Not like monumentally slow, but it's like I have a slower sense of time, I guess. I will match people's speed, and I know I'll be matching their speed, and they'll still tell me I'm slow. And then I see people going really fast, I'm going really fast, or as fast as I can, and I'll see people do it, and it's like their hands fucking disappear. And they're like, oh no, that's normal. I'm like, that is not fucking normal. So I don't think I'd be able to keep up with how fast they need me to go. And at the same time, I have a consistent cough that we still don't know medically what's causing it. So until that goes away, I'm not comfortable working around food because I'd have to go wash my hands every few minutes. Fish. Fish. Futile. There is no suitable species, but I shall not surrender. Well, see, I have over a year of experience in, I think it's almost 2 years, if not at 2 years, in retail at various establishments. And I run from place to place when I have to. And they still say I'm fucking slow, and I'm going Mach 10. Even when I'm doing much better work than everybody else. So I'm just tired of it. I still apply places and I still try my best. However, we're looking at me going back to school to take early childhood education, because apparently I'm really good and patient with kids. The only issue with that is I still have $2,000 paying off on one student loan from a failed electrician's course. So I can't exactly afford it. So I took up streaming. And I'm doing alright so far, I think. I'll put it this way, Slowking. I worked at Walmart for a bit. I went in one day, somebody had come in before me and had fucked up the department. Fishing rods were all mixed up, they weren't where they were supposed to be, they weren't proper prices. There was camping stuff set up, the tents and the little side bags like people take to the gym, held up too high all over the place. So high and rickety that it would fall on somebody. I ended up having to take it down, make room in the little queue portion, the shelf, where we had all the tents, and throw some in the back room. And it was just, I did all that, and the manager came up and was all like, well, you did this, but you're moving too slow on everything else today. And it's like, yeah, because I'm stopping you guys from getting fucking sued because of somebody else's crappy work. And they just kind of looked at me and went, that's not my problem. I also got trained. I got told never to touch broken glass. Call maintenance. I call maintenance? Maintenance. Why didn't you clean this up? Orobon. Of course. But wait. How did you know of my Epicurean endeavor? Well, it matters not. The solution you suggest is sensational. Sauté with salt, a squirt of sun lemon, so simple yet sublime. Fish is a costly commodity here in Thailand. Were it not for your local largesse, I would have been forced to fork out a fortune to have some brought hither. Thank you. And then he gives me potions or ether. But yeah, what I think is going to happen is my fiance, she got a sleeping disorder. She's finally got it under some form of control. She can now get up at a reasonable time. So what she's going to do is she's currently getting her GED, which is a high school equivalent, and is actually, because they force you through high school now, considered much better than actual high school. And then she is thinking of taking, I forget what the hell it's called, CCA, Continuing Care, which is helping old people, stuff in homes, and who can't take care of themselves. And if she does that, then she can get a job doing it, because that's what she thinks she'd want to do. We could save up, because I occasionally get part-time work, save up, pay off my student loan, and she could actually help finance me to go to school, to take EC, if we decide to go that route. But still, it's hell here. I live in Canada, Nova Scotia, there's like nothing. And everybody who has the jobs, like who's hiring, are anal as fuck. Ah, bugger, my store of shrew meat has nearly not. Oh, we don't actually do the A. There are some people who go, eh? But not all of us. Very few, actually. The meat is an indispensable ingredient for making my smoked shrew loaves, which are famous for their fantastic flavor. Fortunately, I am no fool. In preparation for this possibility, I've set 2 barrel traps outside of our establishment. Alas, I am not accustomed to butchering live beasts. If you could do the deed of my steed and bring me the meat, I can continue to cook. One thing, though, that I can say is Canadians... Yeah, I know. It's fine. People just say I seem to take things seriously, even when I'm not. But anyway, the 2 stereotypes I can say are true. Or 3, technically. Canadians really like their coffee, or their Timmies. We're very nice, usually, overall lot. And the last one is, well, we really like our maple